Hi everybody, Kat from Creative Crafts here. I want to welcome you to my channel, and today's DIY is about how to make black and white Christmas theme trees and decorations. Want to know how I did that? Watch further. Hi everybody, Creative Crafts here, and this is DIY number 2 for black and white Christmas. And what we're going to need for this project is old coffee filters. I have, I think, over 200 maybe. I'm not sure exactly how many. We need our cone. And I decided to put a bottom on both of mine now. Covered on the top, bottom. And I covered with some scrapbook paper that I got. Christmas scrapbook paper. So if I decide to sell it, when I'm done, it looks professional. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make my coffee filters like this. And how you do that is it's just so simple. Make sure you get the coffee filter not doubled. Make sure it's correct. Make sure you fold it in half. And then just bunch it up. And then twist here. And then you fold. Because you don't want it to open it up or anything. And you want to make all of them. It depends on how many. I'm going to tell you at the end how many I'm going to need of these, because I'm not sure, because I've never done this before. So I'm just going to make a whole bunch. I'm going to make maybe a little bit less, more than half. And if I need more, then I will do that. So this is one of the things you're going to need to do. And another thing is I'm going to paint this white, because I want to make sure that this brown doesn't show, you know, in it. So what I'm going to do is paint this now all white, and I'm going to do all the coffee filters, and then once that's dried, we can go to the next step. So everybody, the next step is, of course, is sticking the coffee filter pieces. But before I do that, I'm just going to go and show you one more time how I folded the pieces from the coffee filter before we start gluing it. Here's the coffee filter, and how I did it is I folded it in half. I just make sure that it's always the, you know, when you fold it, make sure you don't want it like this. You want it to be completely the same. You don't want it to be any of the different sizes. So what you do is squish it here, and then you fold it just a tad. See how much I folded it? Just like that. Fold it, and then you take some tape and put the tape around it. That's what you need to do with all of the coffee filters. I think I'm going to need at least a little bit more than 100. And we'll see how many. So let's get started with gluing the pieces on. I have my bag full here. So I'm just going to take the glue, and I'm going to make sure that I have it more up towards the top more than anything, and then I'm going to pull downwards and then go to the next one. So I'm not going to go like this. I'm going to put it, I don't know if you can see how I did it, not totally together, but still, you need to do it like that. See, this is what I'm talking about. I figured that'd be easier to pick it up and when you sit it down so that it's more stable, and then when it sticks, I should have thought of this before. So this is what I suggest that you do, but instead of putting it here, you put one here. I mean, mine's a little bit more sturdier now. I will cover the bottom later after I finish doing all the gluing. So now let's get back to that. And now we don't have to worry about the glue sticking to the table. So now I'm going to do this whole thing with the coffee filters, and then the next step is either you can try to fluff them all up, or you can take scissors and cut some of them a little bit so that it's all even. So we'll do all that. The next step after this is fixing up the areas where it doesn't look okay, or when it looks like it's not full enough, how we can fix that. So that is the next step. Hi everybody, I just wanted to let you know, when I started going up towards the pipe here that's thinner, instead of gluing it here, I folded it, and I put glue on here, and then I glued it against it like this. So from about here up, so that it goes in a little bit more. Because if you go like this, I want it to really go deep in. So I decided that I did this from, once it starts getting thinner, up, put it like this. So everybody, now that I've done all this, as you can see, I wanted to make it pointed, but it wouldn't look good, so I decided just to round it off a little bit. But to touch anything up, you just take a look at the tree, and you'll say, oh, okay, there's a piece here that's empty or needs a piece. What you could do is just, spread the pieces apart more so you don't see. I mean, once you do it like I showed you, it should work out perfect. And what I did is I end up using smaller coffee filters on the way up here because I ran out of the bigger ones, sadly, but it still doesn't look too bad. So now what I'm going to do is check it. Like I said, you check whatever you want to do. And if you do, just make some more of the little flowers and then stick them in between the areas that you say, oh, that doesn't look good. Stick it in there. And once you're done, the next step is decorating it, which I have these cute little diamond things. And then I have also some stickers, diamond stickers, and I'm just thinking about sticking it on there. So this is what I'm going to do with these. I had to cut these. There used to be a string, so I'm going to first cut all these off, and then I will show you where I can stick them. So now that I cut everything off, I decided I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue in the middle of this diamond that I'm going to stick on my tree, and you're going to find a place where you're going to say that will stick pretty good on there. So make sure you stick it on a good place, and then I'm going to stick them generally, all around. First, I'm going to use do these ones, and then if I think I need more on it, I will probably add some more to it. Hey everybody, as you can see, it's finished. I'm in love with this thing. It took me a while to do it. I mean, it's time consuming gluing all the little flowers that you make onto it. And I decided to put some of these snowflakes that I had onto it. I will show you slowly what I did here, all the way up until the little, I decided to change this. There used to be a star there, and I said, you know, I'm going to put an angel, so I put an angel on it. And the DIY number 2, black and white Christmas tree, black and white Christmas, is done. And yeah, now we go to DIY 3 for black and white Christmas, and I can't wait to show you what that is.